But I thought I'd do a little video on how to rejuvenate a battery. Right, this phone, it's just, I'm bored. I'm off work, COVID. Got this phone, 16 gig, iCloud locked, 93% battery. But it won't boot. It won't even power up. Right. So I've got a power meter here, I'll show you. And you see it's taking 5 volts, it's jumping to 200 milliamps and then just dropping off. What I suspect is that the battery's got so flat that it just won't power up. So I thought I'd show you a little trick how to revive a battery. The battery's probably knackered, but it's a good way of getting your phone going. Right, first of all, what we need to do is crack the thing open. I don't know whether to show you this, but why not? You've seen this a million times. Pentalobe screw. I need to put my glasses on, I'm blind as a bat. Right, pentalobe screws down here, 2 of the buggers. Put them on a screw mat. I use a magnetic mat. I'm sure I've said this in other videos, but it's from a magnetic sign that I had on my vehicle. I just chopped it up into pieces. This is a really useful tool. It's for iPads. It's a great way of just cracking phones open nice and quickly. Run this down. I don't even know if the screen works actually. It's obviously got a great big crack in it. It could actually even be that's stopping it from booting up. But we'll see. Right, first of all, get in there. Anyway, it's I don't know what it is. Oh, it's an iPhone 6. Right. Make sure that screwdriver out of the way. Pop out the battery connection. I am going to take the screen off first, just to see if it is the screen. So I'm rubbish at keeping in camera shot. Doop-a-doo. Yeah, this COVID thing is really screwing me over. Disconnect the battery. Always disconnect the battery. I know it's from 6S onwards, but always disconnect the battery. When you go to connect anything, like the screen, and you've got to connect the screen back in, if you just get them connections, I call them Lego connections, I think that's the standard. You get them in slightly wrong, you could cause a short on your phone. So the battery's disconnected. I'm going to take the screen off because it only takes 5 screws. So we'll pop these off. One. Obviously, I keep saying this, organise your screws. I don't know if you can see on the screw mat, but I'll show you if you can. I'll get this off. Take that plate off. Pop the screen off. 4 on a 6 in there. Just be careful, you shouldn't. Try to use some plastic and try and be. This is quite thick, so the chances of knocking off a component are not. Anyway, the screen's off. What I'm going to do now, I don't think, you can see the screen, right? What I'm going to do now is just plug it into a power supply. I'll connect the battery back up and put it on a power supply, because it might just be the screen. And nothing. So it's pulling, it's trying to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause for a second, get some wires, and I'll show you this works. So if you've got a battery that's completely just deaded, you can disconnect the battery, and what you need to do is just inject about 4 volts in it. I normally 2 amps, and I'll put 2 volts in the battery, and my meter, my power supply, it'll be clipping. Let's give it 30 seconds. check the voltage, 30 seconds, check the voltage, and then see if it boots up. Right, so first things first, what I'm going to do, I've put a meter here so you can see. I'm going to check the voltage on the battery. And now, I just know that the inside one is positive. It wouldn't matter anyway, it showed negative voltage. And you can see on the meter there's absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some leads here I made up. This has got ends for plugging it with a breadboard. Yeah, because I messed around with Arduinos. So what I'm going to do is put some voltage directly into this. I'm going to put 4 volts in, 2 amps, just give it 30 seconds. My bench power supply is going to clip. I will show you, but I'm going to give it 30 seconds voltage and then we'll test the voltage. So here goes. Right, let me just check the current. If we get a bang here, this would be double bonus. We'll soon see. It's not actually clipping. My bench power supply is actually... Normally when the battery is completely dead. Now that is pulling 800 milliamps, that battery. Which is surprising. I'm going to give it like 10 seconds. It's quite safe. Normally it hits red. So there we go. We'll give that. Right, it's actually charging quite nicely. Now let's connect it to the multimeter. See, we're up to 3.74 volts now. That'll charge. I'm quite surprised actually, because normally when the battery's completely fried, you put it on the bench power supply and it'll just clip. And you just give it 30 seconds, check the voltage, now we're up to 2, check the voltage. But from that voltage there, that will actually charge. But what I'll do now is I will show you my bench power supply. And we'll take it from there. There you go. We're at 4 volts. Obviously, there's a little trickle. I'm going to inject voltage straight to this battery. Watch my meter. Oh, it's ticking. It's ticking proper current now. That's, see, look, it's taking an amp now, but it's not clipping. That's probably because the battery's just sprung back to life. Now, if you do this, like I say, it might just be a case of it's sprung back to life. I've never seen this actually. Normally, it'll just clip, clip, clip. Give it 30 seconds, check the voltage, clip, clip, clip. So there you go. I'll give it a few more seconds, and we'll come back to the battery. Right, let's check it again. It's already, it wouldn't have made a difference, but I'll show you on a knackered battery. There you go. We're taking. So it's 3.7 volts. So this battery will now charge. Don't know if this helps anyone. I'm not very good at explaining things, so I'm always asked about it. But if someone finds any use out of it, fair play to you. Well, just for shits and giggles, I've connected the battery back up, plugged it into the bench power supply, and I have to show you. It's actually pulling normal current. We've got it at 5 volts. Sorry, shift these wires over. 5 volts. This is a really old bench power supply actually. It's a linear one. They're the best you can get. You don't want a switch mode. What do you call it? Is it switch mode? I forget what they call it, but they call it noise. But it's pulling an amp. So that is, for all intents and purposes. Let me see if I power the phone and see if it's got no screen on it. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, sorry, you'll have to, I might have to come back. What I'm going to do is pop a screen on and see if it actually works. Right, for shits and giggles, let's pop a screen on it then. I'd be surprised. I'd be well chuffed. Pull the power supply out. Phone's possibly still on, so we'll disconnect the battery. Always. Always. Always do the battery. pop the screen. I know I hate these connectors. They either go straight on or they prat you about. But take your time over these. You don't want to... Oh, come on, don't be awkward. There's one. Probably you can see 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it actually powers up. So the screen could be knackered. Oh my goodness, look at that, see? Let's plug it in. Right, so there is some proof in the pudding. This phone wouldn't start up because the battery was completely 0 volts. I've never seen a battery rejuvenate without clipping, but there you go. I hope this helps you. Right, so this phone is actually just about to power up. Like I said, it is iCloud locked, so this is going to be just used for parts, but I just wanted to show you the battery thing. I can use the screen as a test screen because it seems to be working. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. But like I say, if you're going to put in voltage into a battery... Oh, it's reset. I wonder if... Let's try it. Oh, I might connect this to FreeUtils and it'll skip the setup. We'll see if it works. But like I say, if you're going to inject voltage into a battery, normally when it's dead, it will clip, it will pull whatever amperes. You don't put more than 2 amps in. 4 volts maximum, 3.7 to 4.2, but I'd stick below 4 if you can. Inject voltage, only give it 30 seconds, pull it off. Because I don't know what the chemistry of the battery, because you're whamming all this into a battery. You know what I mean? They're lithium batteries, you shouldn't fuck around with them really. But yes, so that phone is actually powered up. I don't know if this is iCloud locked. It's going to want to connect to my internet, so I'm going to sidestep this. I might even show you how to sidestep it over FreeUtils. But I consider this a little bit of result. I hope it helps in any way. Right then, just for shits and giggles, the phone did say, sorry, it's still apart. iCloud lock 16 gig, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go, 93% battery. Oh, we did a good job on that, didn't we? Shits and giggles, I set the phone up. I did cheat. I used a program called FreeUtils to skip the setup. Saves messing around with all your Wi-Fi. Look at this. Powers up. So obviously we've got settings. Sign into your iCloud. So this has now got no iCloud lock on it. Now there is a good reason for this. It's nothing I've done. What's probably happened is whoever had this phone previously lost, stolen. This isn't a stolen phone, by the way. I repair them and I get given them. What's obviously happened, someone's got a new phone. Their account's linked to their old phone. So they can either, you can do, it's a really good way actually. It's a really good way of wiping a phone quickly. Go to find my phone and then you can reset it on the fly. You do lose your iCloud, but I use it quite a lot to reset phones. So obviously someone's done that in the meantime in the last few months. Reset this so no one gets their data. So thank you very much. I've got a working phone now. I've just got to pop a screen. It's because obviously it's cracked. If you can see, yeah, it's smashed. I've got a working phone out of this. Oh, well happy. This will be getting, the screen will be on this in the next 20 minutes and it will be on Marketplace.